Hello, what is up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. This video might be cut and short and I'll do the rest when I come back, or you guys have no idea what I'm talking about. Let me start over. I'm about to head to the beach with some work friends. Yes, I talk to people. I just got back from Seattle seeing my brother and my mom, which was so refreshing. I definitely needed it. I miss my family so much. As you get older, I think you really value having family nearby, especially if I want kids in the future, things like that. But we want to talk about this collection. If you guys saw my post, you know I've been sick, so I can't really smell too good. I'm finally better, so I can finally review these. This one and the next one up will be like the golden collection. But let's talk about these first because these are very like holiday-esque. They kind of remind me of like a New Year's collection a little bit, probably because they have this like sparkling glitter type vibes. Let's start with my favorite one, which is Sky Blooming Fruit. This is the packaging. It is really gorgeous. Like, I appreciate the packaging. It's like sexy, but like still girly and sparkly. This has apple flower, unearthed sparkling white moss, fresh sage stardust. Now, when I first sprayed this in the cap, I think it's so beautiful. This is very like juicy, fruity, but still kind of a little deeper without being deepened by like a vanilla or a bourbon or something like that. So it's definitely right up my alley. Fruitiness, kind of like Pure Seduction. It just has that like fruity, juicy vibe. It's like juicy in a fall way. I just closed the window, so if you heard sounds, hopefully they're gone now. But yeah, it's just juicy in a very fall way. It almost seems like a dark pink apple, if that makes any sense, like the kind you'd find on Halloween where it's pink, but it's a little deeper, sweeter, juicier. Like, I don't know, it's really good. It has a light like sparkling effect. I think all of these have a little bit of like a sparkling effect, like not soda water, you know, but like really fancy sparkling water with just a little bit of bubbles, like something like that. Like, there's something lively about these that I really do enjoy. There's a little bit of floral in there. It's a sexy, fruity deliciousness. I don't know if it's apple. Like, I definitely get apple for sure. Like, you get an apple scent, like that pink kind of sexy apple. And like, I don't know if I get like berry. You know what this kind of reminds me of? It gives me, like, if you've ever had vitamin water that's like the fun flavors, like, I don't know, dragon fruit or like just those fun flavors. Like, that's kind of what this reminds me of. It might just be that it's the same color as my favorite vitamin water, but I get that little bit of that smell. There's a little bit of like a floral, mossy kind of note in there, but it's just very pretty. Now, I will say it's juicier in the cap, which usually is the case. I really love it in the cap. On my skin, you get more of that like mossy, grassy kind of vibe, but it's still sweet and fruity. So because of that, I still really enjoy it. I just prefer it in the cap. But yeah, this is definitely my favorite. I really like it. If you like the kind of scents the same kind of scents as I like, you like Pure Seduction vibes, but you want something like fun and different, and I don't know, it's just delicious. I think it's delicious. I think that's the bottom line. It just smells really good. So if you like fruity scents, this is definitely the one to go. This is Moon Spiced Apple, which I was really excited for. It's Ruby Apple Reveals Warm Maple Sugar Crystal Ginger Galaxy. How fun is that? So this is so interesting. Think spiced apple pie filling. I don't know, like, honestly, if this is something I'd spray on my body or I want this in like a candle, or those, you guys have to remind me of what it's called every single time, but those things that go in the bathroom, you put in like a nice glass bowl that have like dried up flowers, leaves, and pine cones and things that smell like apple cinnamon. This isn't like cinnamon, like fireball cinnamon. This is just, there's like a spice note to it, but that's what that reminds me of. So I'm like, I want every fall store to smell like this, but I don't know if I'd put it on my body, but it's really fun. I don't know if it's that ginger, but it almost gives like spiced apple cider vibes, but definitely an apple pie filling. So good. You do get that maple. It is a little sweet, a little like deeper. It's really fun. It's really holiday. Like, that's really all there is to it. It's just this like spicy, apple pie filling without being like bakery crust. It's just like that apple, that nice like holiday apple pie filling. spiced apple cider kind of vibe, a little bit of that maple. Yeah, it's just really good. Now I will say again, for me, love the scent, but I don't know about putting it on my body. Like when you're just chilling and you have your peaches on and you're like, oh, holidays, and you like spray it on just to like get a whiff of it, like that's nice. It is nice, but I can also do it with an air freshener, you know? So yeah, but it's really, really fun. Like it's just unique and different. Like a scent like this is necessary, I think. Like it's just fun. Now let's talk about Star Smoked Amber. This is Amber Dahlia Sparks, a Marshmallow Halo Crackling Cedar Woods. Now, if you know me, you know this was a risky one for me, but I did want to smell it. This dries down very dusty, cedar, woodsy type scents tend to do that on me. Almost like, yeah, just a sprinkling of like dust or attic smell. This is definitely very like holiday. It's like amber. There's definitely a lot of amber, but it's done in a very like holiday way. You get that sweetened marshmallow kind of smell with it, not in a gourmand way, but just in like a let's put some sweetener in there that just happens to smell like marshmallows kind of way. It almost gives me like whiskey vibes. Woodsy whiskey without being too heavy, sweetened by marshmallow vibe. This almost gives me like maple a little bit, because of that sweetness. I think amber mixed with marshmallow gives like a maple vibe. I don't know, not for me, but you guys already know that. Amber is like one of my least favorite scents, but it's definitely sweet. Like it almost reminds me of like maple whiskey, like, or honey whiskey. I don't know, it's really nice. It's sexy. If you like amber romance, I think you will enjoy this, but yeah, it's just, it's not for me personally. Last one, you guys, is Night Glowing Vanilla. This is Vanilla Lights Up and Iris Petal Sky Pink Pepper Twilight. Now this is definitely a standard vanilla iris smell. It does smell purple. I say that all the time with colors, but it does smell purple. I think iris always smells purple, but it's just like purple vanilla floral. I don't like vanilla florals. Mixing vanilla with a floral is just like nauseating, but I know a lot of people do because it's a little sexier, but I find florals with vanilla a little mature. It's like a purple creamsicle with lots of iris done in a sexy deep way. Initially the burst is very fruity, but then it, like, you get that everything else afterwards once it dries down. It kind of reminds me of like a purple juice, not grape juice, but just a purple juice initially. And then you get everything else as it dries down. But yeah, purple juice. But definitely just settles into that vanilla the most. So that's what you get the most towards the end. It's sexy. I would think it would be good for like a nice New Year's Eve kind of sexy dress. Not for me, but I can see why people would really, really like this and can pair it with so many different things. That's the great thing about vanillas. You can pair it with so many things. All right, you guys, those are all the scents from this collection. Let me know which ones you like, which ones you want to pick up. And I'm probably only going to be keeping the Sky Glowing Fruit, Blooming Fruit. I think it's really delicious. But besides that, I try not to keep anything that I'm just like about. Like the apple one is really fun, but I don't need it, you know? So that is everything. And I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.